Drone footage slicing through snow-covered mountain peaks. Cold wind howling. Fade in. A lone figure standing on a rocky outcrop beside a steel and glass structure perched at the edge of the world. They don't come tougher than this. At 3,600 meters above sea level, temperatures plunge to -7 degrees Celsius. The air is thin, and ice clings to every surface. It's brutal. And yet, somehow, carved into the top of this mountain is a building that defies logic. This is the Sphinx Observatory, the highest of its kind in Europe. I was lucky enough to spend a night up here. And let me tell you, this place, it's a triumph of engineering. Not just because of what it is, but because of where it is and how it was built. Wide shots of the facility against a jagged skyline, wind whipping across the rocks. The Sphinx Observatory isn't your average research lab. It's perched atop the Jungfraujoch, a mountain pass so high it's nicknamed the top of Europe. We're talking 8 Empire State Buildings stacked on top of each other. Or, if you prefer, 11,670 Toblerones tall. It's extreme, and it's remote, which is exactly the point. Scientists come here to observe what can't be seen elsewhere. Infrared signals too faint for lower altitudes. Rare atmosphere data gathered for the Global Atmosphere Watch. Only 30 such sites exist on Earth, and this is one of them. Footage of gloved scientists working on instruments, chips under test, frost creeping across glass. You look around this lab, and it's packed with tech, some of it destined for space. They stress test microchips here, exposing them to high-altitude conditions before launch. Even standing still, I'm short of breath. This is easily the highest I've ever filmed for the B1M. But how did this observatory even get here? Well, the journey up is a story all on its own. Pan across Europe's highest train station. Historical black and white photos fade in and out. This is Jungfraujoch Station, Europe's highest train stop. To build it, engineers had to blast a 7 kilometers tunnel through solid alpine rock by hand. Pickaxes, dynamite, 1800s grit. It took 16 years. 30 workers lost their lives. Management changed hands 8 times. They even gave out bottles of wine every day just to keep morale up. But it worked. Today, the Jungfrau Railway climbs 1,400 meters in just half an hour. And thanks to a cogwheel track system, where the train grips a toothed rail, it powers up impossibly steep gradients. Shot from a gondola climbing through clouds. I didn't start on the train, though. I took the Eiger Express. This state-of-the-art gondola uses a 3S system. 2-track ropes, 1 load-bearing cable. That means fewer towers, longer spans, and faster climbs. From there, it's a transfer to the railway again, through Eiger Glacier Station, and into the mountain itself. Scene: inside the mountain tunnel, darkness, rumbling train, interior shots of tunnels carved by hand. Inside the tunnel, the train pushes through the heart of the Alps, through the Eiger, the Mönch, the Jungfrau. This isn't just a railway. It's a monument to what people can do when they refuse to be stopped by stone. When you arrive at Jungfraujoch Station, 3,454 meters above sea level, it hits you. You're standing in a space carved out of solid rock, by hand, over a century ago. 4.5 Burj Khalifas tall. Absolutely mind-blowing. And yet, we're not at the top. Not yet. Inside the high-tech lift, control rooms, engineers working. To reach the observatory, there's one final push, a vertical lift slicing through the mountain. This isn't your average elevator. Engineers at Schindler installed one of the fastest lifts in Europe right here in the 1990s. But even building it was a challenge. The mountain rock was frozen permafrost, and drilling raised the temperature dangerously. So they built a cooling system just for construction, keeping the shaft at -1 degree Celsius to avoid melting the rock and causing a collapse. It worked, and today, that lift moves thousands of people every hour, rising 108 meters in just 25 seconds. Before that, a lift from 1936 slowly pulled people up, 90 seconds to the top. It's still preserved here, a relic of bold ambition. Panoramic views of the Alps, shimmering glaciers, clear skies. And then you reach the summit, the Sphinx, one of the most extraordinary viewing platforms and scientific outposts on Earth. Scientists study everything from solar radiation to high-altitude biology here. And the views? They're jaw-dropping. You're looking down on the clouds,